Hi, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me. I am so excited to be doing my very first design team project for the Not Too Shabby Shop. There is a rewards program, and shipping over $60 for US orders is free. I know Jamie has some new items coming in, I believe, today and throughout the week. So be sure to check out her shop. Towards the end of the video, I will have a 10% discount code that you can use over there. The stamp set that I picked out for my design team projects for the month is from Penguin Palace, and the stamp set is called Fun Night Out. And I picked the stamp set out because I thought it would help me to practice my scene building. I don't usually do scene building cards, but when I saw the stamp set, I thought it was super cute, and I thought I would give it a go. I don't know how well it turned out for this card, but it is a start. So the first thing I did was I took a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I cut that down to about a 4x9 size. So this is going to be a long card. And I took my T ruler and just marked out a line so I knew where to stamp my what's going to be the dance floor on the card. So the stamp set kind of has like a disco or dance or party theme to it, and so I thought it'd be really cute to have the DJ and the two little characters kind of like they're at a club or something. And so what I've done is I have masked off the characters that I'm going to use, and I'm just using the post-it note. That's the all-over post-it. And when I mask stuff off, I pretty much go right on the line of the stamp. And so here I'm just trying to get this even. I don't know if this is the way that people do it or if they measure stuff out. I hate measuring stuff. So I've just held the stamp set up and kind of moved that sticky note behind it. And then I'm just going to ink up my image in VersaFine black and move the mask out of the way and stamp that image down. I am using VersaFine because it is a permanent ink, and I am going to be using some watercolor pencils and some water color paints, and so I wanted to make sure that I used an ink that would not smear, and the VersaFine is that type of ink. It's permanent. So and then I've gone ahead and I've stamped out the dance floor, at least the bottom portion. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp out my two little characters and then cover those with the masks. So the dance floor, I've done 3 images, and they are in one direction. And then I will flip the stamp over and kind of lay it on top so it looks like they're on a platform in a way. I do not end up keeping that design for the entire card. Towards the end, you'll see I end up covering that up actually with the sentiment, and I do trim the panel down a little bit. So here I'm going to just go ahead and stamp that second image on top. And I had to get my head in the way so that I can make sure that I was stamping it evenly. So that's my little dance platform there. And so next I'm going to go ahead and remove the mask, or no, I'm not going to remove the masks yet. I'm going to color the dance floor. And what I'm going to color the dance floor with is, this brand is Colore. And I got these a while ago from Amazon, and I believe there are 72 in this set. They were only $20, and I believe they're still $20. I think they work really well. I don't have a comparison, I guess. I don't have any other watercolor pencils. Oh, no, actually, I might. I may have some with smaller sets. I think I've actually used different sets, but I got rid of them, and these have turned out to be my favorite. They have a wide range of colors, and I really like the way that they move with water. Some colors move better than others, but like this color right here doesn't take hardly any water at all to move the color around. So all three of the little dance floor areas I color pretty much the same. I'm just taking the darkest purple that I was using and color the edges, and then with water bring that color in towards the middle where it lightens up. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove those masks, and I will color the images. If you notice the little guy on the left hand side, and actually the DJ, the cat DJ, neither of them have any clothing on. The girl has this little dress that I'm painting pink in this image, but the others, they don't have any clothing on if you look at the previous stamped image. But I went ahead and I added a shirt for the guy and some pants, so he's got some blue jeans on and a white t-shirt. So I thought that was really cool. I just used my micron pen to do that. And so I went ahead and I've colored all of the images. And I went ahead and stamped out the music notes and the disco ball as well. And then I went ahead and cut out, I went ahead and did a lot, didn't I? I cut out the rest of the mask so that I can put some watercolor in the background. I saw this technique, I think it was from Aram through the Alta New. And it's basically just, I just took a Ranger dauber, a round one, and this is the thing that I had closest, so that's what I'm using. That's why I'm using the big block instead of the round dauber. But I've gone ahead and I dampened it in my water first, and then I kind of moved it around in my watercolor ink, and then spread it over the card. This was a super fast way to get the color over the entire background. But I did get a little bit of that watercolor off to the side on the right. You can see the purple kind of smears a little bit. So I went ahead and went back in with my brush to get into those smaller areas. The watercolors that I used for the background of this card are actually Artist Loft watercolors in metallic. So I'm pretty sure they're the $5 watercolors from Michaels. But I haven't used them in quite a long time, so I thought I'd go ahead and pull them out. And here I am just removing the masks, hoping that my ink or my watercolor did not go underneath, and thank goodness it did not. I do go ahead and take my heat tool and heat this up to get it dried. And then I'm taking this Honeybee Stamps stencil, and I will be putting a little bit of texture on the card. I went ahead and trimmed down the card a little bit and placed that with foam tape onto a black card base. I also took my black micron pen and made the music notes a little darker, and also made the features of the characters a little bit darker using that, since I had went over those with the watercolor pencils and the watercolor paint. And I'm just taking some Nuvo Crystal Drops in White Blizzard to add some dimension to the background of this card. It's very hard to see, I think, in the video. I was trying to figure out something to do to make the background more interesting. I probably should have used a darker color so that there was a little bit more contrast. It's very hard to see that White Blizzard against the white background, but I wasn't really sure what to do to add to the background. If you have any suggestions or ideas of what you would have done with this card, please go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know. I was just clueless. I did not know what to do. But for the sentiment, it says, "Let's wiggle and giggle all night." And I went ahead and used some white embossing powder with my Versamark on a black strip of paper, and then I adhered that to the bottom of the card. And that'll complete my first video of 2020 and my first design team project for the Not Too Shabby Shop. If you would like to get 10% off your order, just use the code N2S10. I'll leave that in the description below as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did or found it informative, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.